Alright. Go see her. See the cardinal. Am I going the right way? No. Of course I'm not. Of course I'm not. Okay. Maybe this is the right way. Of course it's not. Oh my goodness. Oh, I can't stand these cities sometimes. By this point, Constantine's like on his deathbed because I'm just taking so long here. All right. Come on. Hello, miss.
Lord de Sardet. And you, Petrus. What can I do for you?
We have come to offer our support. We have learned that the arena was cruel to you.
How do you know that? Oh, I see. You tricked my informer.
We just let him believe that I would lose.
All I did was take the place of your moneylender. You owe me a handsome sum.
All of this just to make me spill the beans, am I right?
Did it work?
I didn't expect you to play this kind of game, Your Excellency. It is true, though, that with such a teacher...
Oh, come on, Cornelia. You excel at this game.
It's true. And I also know when to admit defeat. What do you want from me?
We won't use what we know of you, nor what you owe us, so long as you act loyally towards the congregation and Constantine. Is that clear?
Is that what you're expecting? Ah, but I'm sure that this sly old fox has something else in mind, right? You hope that I'll support you when you court the rank of cardinal. You haven't learnt your lesson, then? Have you forgotten the abyss into which you plunged because of your ambition last time?
Petrus,
What
what
do
is
you
she
mean last
talking
time?
about?
Cornelia, you don't have the right to use that against me, to disclose what I revealed to you that day.
It was said under the seal of the Enlightened. It's true. But if someone deserves to know, it's him.
No, please.
Since you have no intention of speaking, I will. Petrus knew your mother, child. Your real mother.
My mother? Petrus, is this true? How?
Be damned, Cornelia. It's true. I knew your mother. I used to go to the jail to give my spiritual support to the prisoners of the Prince d'Orsay. That's where I met her. She was alone, afraid, and exhausted. And so strange. Obviously, I had no way of knowing that she came from here. The princes kept their secret well.
Why didn't you tell me about it? You knew that my uncle lied to me and you kept quiet.
I was ashamed. Ashamed of having left her to die in that dead-end pit. Completely.
That's rough.
Why talk to others about it then? Why does she know?
One evening, in a fit of despair, Petrus felt the need to share this great burden.
That
with
makes
someone.
sense.
At the time, you were the ear of the enlightened, Cornelia. You have
Right,
broken
right,
your vows.
exactly.
Ah, damnation. It's better out in the open. I've wanted to tell you about it since I met you. Now that you know, I want to do something in her memory. I will help you find your family here on the island.
That's cool.
The prince sent you here to use you. But I can ensure that all of this serves a purpose.
How could I possibly believe you now? You have used me for your scheming and kept me in the dark.
I understand how you feel, my child. Let's wait a little, until you've taken it all in. Time heals the wounds of the soul. Come back and see me when you are ready. As for you, Cornelia, remember what we have on you. You no longer have the upper hand.
Be careful, de Sardet. You now see the real Petrus, sly and opportunistic.
This is a really interesting turn of events, because, like, ooh, wow, got level 28 just by knowing the truth about my lineage. Because, like, de Sardet has every right to be angry, of course. And, like, I'm glad, but at the same time, I'm also glad. While I am happy to have found out this information, because it's a pretty huge revelation, it sounded like Petrus confided in the Cardinal in sort of like a confessional kind of situation, and at least in the Catholic Church, like, the huge part of confessing your sins to the priest is that there is 100% privacy. Like, they're not supposed to disclose anything that you confess to the priest about. So that's what he was saying, I believe. But he said that she went against her vows, assuming that the same rules apply in this situation. So that's really interesting. Yeah, I mean, I totally get de Sardet's frustration and anger at Petrus for just hiding this from him. At the same time, trying to look at it from Petrus's point of view, he does seem genuinely sorry for it, and it seemed like it was a long time ago. And I doubt that he is the same person then that he is now. And I mean, I definitely have things that I did when I was younger that I wished I didn't, that I would have done differently. So, okay. Sorry, my dear. Let's bring back Siora. And no. We are going. Okay, so we're gonna go back to here because we need to finish this quest. Oh, and I've got a whole bunch of things to sell. Yeah, I feel like I personally can forgive Petrus, but I understand, because again, like I said, I think that Petrus is a different person now than he was before, and you realize the error of his ways, but I think that realistically, de Sardet does need time. And so we'll give him time. Okay. Now we can head back. Let's make our way back to the Shark Village. Because I need to give them the bad news. Fortunately, I've already chased away the missionaries. I purposely went to the missionaries first because realistically, I didn't want there to be bloodshed. So I didn't want the war to erupt between them. So by sending them away now, like, if they were like, alright, let's go attack them, it would be like, oh, sorry, I already chased them away. You know, I was just trying to help you guys out.
Well, Onol Manawi, have you found my brother?
Yeah.
I found him, but I'm truly sorry your brother is dead.
May the earth welcome him. I felt it. How did it come to pass? He knew every stone on our lands. It couldn't have been an accident.
It wasn't.
He had a liaison with a young girl from the village. They would meet in a clearing, and they must have forgotten the hour. Night took them by surprise, and a Tenlin crossed their path. I found both of them in the cavern of the beast.
How terrible. Why did he go to see the girl in secrecy? They could have... I must recover his body. To give it up to the earth, as is our custom. Where is it?
with the body of the girl he loved in a cavern near the clearing. But it is a dangerous place. Other Tenlands might still be roaming there, though I did kill quite a few.
He's killed several.
I have a duty owed to my little brother. Thank you, Onol Manawi. I will not forget this.
I must be leaving.
Yeah, I feel bad. It's tough, you know, when you young love and have it cut so short, so tragically. So unfortunate. One could argue, oh, see, they should have obeyed their betrothal. They should have not tried to go against the betrothal. But you could all argue it was like, well, if they didn't have the betrothal in the first place, then maybe they wouldn't have felt the pressure to sneak out. So it really, you could argue it either way.
Do you have any news? Do you know where my sister is?
I unfortunately
Yes. I'm truly very sorry.
Oh no. Nah. Ser Tonsidag, please do not tell me that she is dead.
I found her body in the lair of the Great Tenlan, not far from the clearing.
But how could she have been surprised by the beasts? She knew the danger.
She went out to meet the young fisherman. The time must have flown by, into the night. I'm so sorry. We found them both dead.
I must bring her body back to carry out the rite.
You should not go alone. I killed as many as I could, but it would be better to be prudent.
I shall follow your counsel, Onol Manawi. 2 deaths are enough. Thank you. Thank you.
I must leave now. The nests are destroyed, and with the death of the White Tenlan, the attacks should cease. And we were even able to convince the missionaries to leave. Katasak should be willing to follow us now. Let's go and find him.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I can see from your face that you were victorious.
Yeah.
Indeed. I put the White Tenlan down, who was enraging his kind, and destroyed their nests. The attack should no longer trouble you. As for the missionaries, we were able to convince them to leave, although they were not willing to reveal their involvement in the attacks that caused you such harm.
And so they were in some way responsible. I had my suspicions, but I could not see their reasons.
They brought a particularly large beast here that attracted and enraged the others.
This is what provoked the attacks and brought on our despair. These people have blood on their hands.
In the end, we found the missing young ones. But alas, it was too late. Devoured by wild beasts.
And the worst tear end. You did well on Almanawi. Now they shall be able to find the rest.
Will you agree to accompany me now? My cousin needs your help.
I have packed what is needed. I am ready to journey with you.
This pain, it'll be the death of me. I can't control my body.
Oh my goodness.
It's like being a stranger in a marionette set ablaze. Consumed by a smoldering fire. The moment's growing near, isn't it? Am I about to surrender my ghost to the Reaper of
Oh
Souls?
no, Constantine.
You pop in just when you're needed, cousin, as always. Who are you? Your hand is cold as ice.
Your cousin is burning.
That is such a relief.
Let me present Katisak, Constantine. He is the greatest healer on the island. He will help you.
Please, stay.
I am here for you, Urnaxe, and I will not leave until I found a way to ease your pain and suffering.
That's really nice of him.
Fill your mind with the patience of the ocean. I know not how much time I will need. I've never seen such a sickness. The spirits of your lands must be quite horrendous to cast down such evils upon the peoples that live there.
Thank you. All that science surgeon of the Alliance was good for was letting blood. Until he'd run out of vials. I give you my last ounce of hope. Thank you, cousin. I don't want to imagine my plight without your intervention.
Okay, so he just basically said that the other two didn't help him at all. So that's fine. I wanted them to at least... Realistically, I would have wanted all of them to try. So... Meet with Glendan, the leader of the council. Alright, I want to help Kurt out. Speak to Katasak to help.
Greetings, Katasak.
Bertirtumat, what can I do for you?
Ask about how Constantine's doing.
How is my cousin doing?
He's filled with dread as death approaches. Forgive him his mood swings. He's such a young boy, and he had so much desire to live. Thanks to my treatment, he suffers less. But his disease is getting worse, and I don't know what to do. It would take a power far superior to mine to break the grasp of this evil.
I like Katasak. I like how he is genuinely concerned about Constantine and his well-being, which I think makes sense with him being a healer. Ask about...
Now that you've seen my cousin, what are your thoughts on the Malachor?
It is a terrible disease. I have never seen one like it. It slowly gnaws through the people it afflicts. Their eyes and legs gradually die because of the black blood. And the pain it induces is atrocious. My potions are barely enough to calm your cousin. But if you're asking if I know how to cure it, I have no idea. It's a disease coming from a world that isn't ours, and which I'm not familiar with.
Are you saying that this is a disease from outer space?
Do you like it in New Serene?
No. Your village has smothered
Well, he's
the
honest.
earth. The smell of the woods has gone, and the singing of the birds is filled
That
with anguish.
makes sense.
I can barely feel my bond here. But don't worry. I will not leave before doing everything in my power to save your cousin.
I kind of like what he said. Like, the reasons why he doesn't like it here makes perfect sense to me. He can't smell the trees. He can't hear the birds. He doesn't feel his bond. And I think that makes sense for anyone who is far from home. It's like this, it doesn't feel like home because it doesn't have X, Y, and Z.
I'm looking to meet Enormil Frichterman. I went all the way to the village council.
But they did not let you speak to Glendan the Elder.
Precisely. They said that only the friends of a member of the council might enter.
And my word was not enough. It seems that I must be a Mal to be heard.
Do not be sad, daughter of Bloodnid. One day you will be as great a chief as your mother. And you too will have a seal. This seal will allow you to give voice to the friends of your clan. Those who may speak in your name. Here, friend of Wenxavier. Take my seal and go and
That's
meet
perfect.
Glendan. But you must convince him and no doubt pass many trials. Many monsters and traps are hidden on the path you seek to follow.
Thank you, Katasak. Why are you helping me?
I do not wish to lose the one who placed his life in my hands. And you have already shown me your friendship.
I hope that Glendan will allow you to meet this god, cousin. Leave as soon as you can. Godspeed.
Have no fear. I'll do whatever it takes.
Right.
I must go.
Qua awalam seg.
Oh, I like that. Can I speak to Constantine?
My dear cousin, come closer and tell me what brings you.
I guess I can't. Yeah, there's nothing new.
I'm going to leave now. Goodbye, Constantine.
Look out for yourself.
He doesn't sound sick at all. Alright, alright. So, now that we've done that... Alright, we've got some... I mean... Sure, whatever. I'm not gonna use it. Whatever. Attributes. Ooh, we can maximize. We can maximize our mental power. Yes. There we go. Perfect. Now I can get the best rings, I think. I think that's best rings. Okay. So I think the next thing we're gonna do is help out Kurt. And I believe that might actually be his final side quest, which is exciting. Because I love me some Kurt, as you all know. Okay. Hey, bud. Buddy. Pal. Huh.
Greenblood, my friend. The letter we found in Rolf's office was signed by a man whose name I'm familiar with. Herman. I know he's responsible for what happened in this camp, as well as many other crimes. I'm gonna find him and make him pay for what he's done. I know that he's in San Mateus.
Okay. Okay.
His quest for revenge isn't only about what happened to Raynor and the others, is it? Very well. You can count on me. What do you plan to do?
Major Herman is posted in San Mateus. He's part of the Red Sun Regiment now. He's loyal to Torsten, but kept his head down when the coup was dismantled.
Isn't denouncing him enough? He'll be put to death for high treason.
The Guard's reputation has suffered enough from Torsten's scheming, and he has connections in high places. I'm sure he has many supporters.
What are you getting at? Are you going to kill him yourself? If he's well connected, the Mother Cardinal will surely hear about it, and I doubt she'd be pleased.
I know. That's the whole problem. We need to get rid of him without anyone finding out.
Remember that we are talking about San Mateus. We should get rid of your major in broad daylight.
What kind of twisted scheme have you come up with now, old fox?
We need to ensure that he falls into the hands of the Ordo Luminous. They love burning people.
I like how you think, Petrus.
And they don't care too much about who ends up in the flames.
I endorse this
The Inquisitor
idea and product.
isn't very fond of us. I doubt we'd be able to convince him.
Haven't I taught you anything, my child? Every man has his weaknesses, including Aloysius. I could help you convince him if you'd like.
I hate those burnings. But Herman, he may be the only one who really deserves it. We'll need to find him, though. And he's been keeping a low profile since the coup failed.
And we've already seen to what extent the law of silence has on the Guard.
We need help. Our new commander might be able to tell us who to turn to. She knows everybody.
All right, then. Agreed. Let's start by going to see her.
All right. Well, I think obviously we have Kurt, but we need to keep Petrus in there because, you know, this is a San Mateus mission. It just makes a lot of sense, and Petrus even chimed in there. So, yeah, let's do that.
It seems there has been an unexpected development. The manager of the tavern came to find me. He complained of supply problems on the island, and a customs sergeant who is seizing his shipments from the continent. Clearly, neither we nor the palace gave any such orders.
You suspect that these seizures are being used to supply the contraband?
It's the only logical answer.
And you wonder if Egon is involved? Very well. I will find out.
All right. Question the innkeeper.
No, thank you.
He didn't even say anything. Okay. Isn't the innkeeper here? This way, right? So wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why is it telling me to go out? Talk to Kurt. Go to talk to Sigly to New Serene. Yeah. The Shadows of the Guard. So, oh, okay. I mean, I'm here, so I might as well talk to this guy while I'm here.
What can I pull for you?
Ask about the supply problems.
Manfred, the quartermaster of the barracks, told me about your supply problems.
And he sends you? Damn. I didn't think a legate would act in person, but it's nice to see that our problems are taken seriously.
Well, it's recurred.
I'll explain. Alcohol has been scarce in New Serene for quite some time. Our suppliers in the town are constantly victims of theft, to the point that they're no longer able to supply taverns. I could have managed if my monthly delivery from the continent had arrived as planned, but customs seized my goods.
Did they give you a reason?
Conservative seizure, they said. Time to check that everything is in order. And now they tell me that they can't return my goods because they've been stolen. Can you believe it? If even customs are getting robbed, what hope do we have?
Huh. This is all rather suspicious. Don't worry. I'll go and see these customs officers and get this cleared up.
Question the customs officer. Yes. Question the customs officer. All of this is with Kurt's quest. I'm wondering why this isn't down here with Kurt's quest. But question the contraband. Okay.
Protect me in this battle.
Now who wants a piece of me? You? Fine. Back off. What else you got? I love how the sight the sight symbol appeared above him when he was dead. It's like, I don't think he spots me anymore. I think that's not a thing anymore for him. Alright, talk to that guy. Yo.
Customs Officer Alric. What can I do for you?
Desarde, I'm the legate of the merchant congregation. I've been told of some issues with customs. I would like some clarification.
I'm listening, Your Excellency.
I was told that a shipment from the continent bound for the tavern had been seized as a precautionary measure.
Yes, it's possible. We seize cargo sometimes, to verify that all taxes to the town have been paid.
Randomly, without a prior formal order?
No, I don't know. Perhaps we received a complaint. That happens sometimes.
I suppose all entries are noted in your records.
Naturally, but I assure you that we only do our job. It was all routine.
I was informed that customs was robbed.
Yes, these thieves have quite the nerve. Someone even stole personal belongings this time. Since then, I've put all important things in the chest, but I lost the key. Probably on my way here.
Let me summarize. You have confiscated some goods, perhaps because of a report, but you're not sure. Then that same cargo was stolen from you, along with other things in your custody.
Exactly, Your Excellency.
You are either the worst customs officer I've met or the biggest liar.
Listen, Your Excellency, I made a mistake. It's true, I should not have ordered this seizure. In fact, it was late, and counting the crates would have taken me hours. I decided to postpone it. In the meantime, the goods were stolen. It's unfortunate, but I'm not useless.
Okay.
You haven't even informed the authorities of this
Yes.
robbery. This is all rather suspicious, Officer
That's
Alric.
true.
So I think it's necessary to conduct this inspection with a search.
Please, Your Excellency.
I'm sure the contents of this chest would be very informative. Maybe we should go to the docks to see if we could find the key that this scatterbrain has lost.
Or I could just keep seeing what he's hiding. Yeah. Is that what the mission is implying? Saving before I continue. Discover what the custom officer is hiding. Can I not? I can still talk to him?
So, were you satisfied with your
I
inspection?
haven't done anything yet. Offer him gold to make him talk, his silver coin to scare him. Ooh.